So this is Nicholas from A Better Man Nick. So today's topic is sexual energy transmutation. What are the activities that you should do when you are on semen retention? So I am speaking from so a little bit about myself. I have been practicing semen retention for the past 3 years, since 2023 March, and my longest streak was 240 days, which is approximately 8 months, from March 2023 to 2023 November. So whatever that I have, as per all the tips and advice, are all based on what I have been doing when I was on my streak, and what I have been doing since this semen retention practice. So guys, if you are doing semen retention and you are just focusing on retaining, okay, it is not going to help you much actually. So you got to kind of cultivate that you got to transmute and cultivate the energy that's within you, because in your system, when you are feeling the energy, your natural response is to dissipate it. That's to dissipate it and out. Just let it out, or just spray it out, or let it out. So what you're going to do is, retention is not just retaining the semen, it's also retaining that essence of life, your energy back into your body. So you got to have some form of activity to actually transmutate out all this excess energy. If not, it's going to be very difficult, and it's not going to be very beneficial for you just doing retention. Okay, so the first thing that you should do some form of exercise. That's the most obvious. You got to be hard on exercises. So if you really cannot do, like, if you're depending on which point of fitness you are at. So if you're physically not very strong, you can start by walking instead of jogging. You can do some push-ups at home, pull-ups at home if you can, squats, just physical activities or exercises. Or if you enjoy doing sports, even better. Like you can go out and play soccer or play football, or play soccer or play basketball, some team activities, which you will get double benefit, because you kind of build up that human interaction and also physical activities. Now, the next thing that you should do is you should learn how to meditate. Learn how to breathe from your nose and meditate. Control your breathing. Long breathe in and long breathe out. And really, when you start to wonder, go back to the breathe. Go back to controlling your breathing, because this will help you to feel more present. You start to understand more present, and you will start to kind of like cure your wandering mind in a little bit. Because a lot of association when you're stuck at PMO, a lot of symptoms are based on unregulated dopamine system, where you constantly need stimulation and you constantly lose focus on the task quite quickly because of your scrolling on your adult videos and stuff. So you got to learn how to kind of like bring back your focus into a single task, and you can start by meditating. Right? So this is number one that you can do it. If you cannot do like 5 minutes, at least do like 10 seconds. Progressively go up to like 20 seconds, 30 seconds, 1 minute kind of thing. Okay, the sixth thing is you can, keep a journal. Record down like how you feel, what are your feelings, when you are doing this journey, how you truly feel. And, if you are going through the journey and you relapse, it's the best time to actually journal, because it will teach you how to be. You can actually write down what causes the relapse, what causes you to kind of like break your own rule, and be introspective about it. You don't need to So you don't need to, even if you don't write very well, I don't really write very well, I still keep a journal because it helps you to reflect on yourself a little more. That's the more important thing. Okay, so next thing is, really prioritize on your sleep. Like, really prioritize on your sleep. Be absolutely non-negotiable. If you say you want to sleep at that timing, you would go to bed at that timing. Because, why do I say that? And why do I say that? Be very strict on the sleep, especially because a lot of relapse actually happens before you sleep or when you wake up. Because the phone is just beside you, so it's very easy for you to do that. So what I suggest is, keep your phone or any kind of like electronical device, like not electronical device, like a computer, your laptop and everything, or your phone, just keep it somewhere else, turn it off, and sleep and wake up to an alarm clock, like an actual alarm clock. So what happens is, if you were to do that, you kind of bypass the instances where you are most likely to scroll and relapse. So, and also it develops a very good sleeping habit. Because come on, a lot of people out there, they will tell themselves, okay, I'm going to sleep at 12 a.m. But it's more like I will be on bed 12 a.m. I'll start to scroll to about 3 a.m. before I turn myself in. So that's why be very strict on your sleeping habits, like really very strict, because these are the two timing that I foresee is the most common timing that anyone will relapse. Alright, and yeah, so this will help you through your first 7 days. 7 days, if you were to stick to this, and cold shower. Yeah, the last one, cold shower. The first thing that you do in the morning, have a morning ritual. So, for example, wake up, cold shower, meditate, journal. That's my morning ritual. Okay, so every time you feel that you have the urge coming in, just go for a cold shower. It's the best way to actually turn it down. It's the best way to turn it down. And every morning when you do a cold shower, okay, this is, it's not some biohack. I'm not talking about some biohack kind of thing. It's just when you are in cold shower, it just wakes you up. And when it wakes you up, it clears out your thoughts. So when it clears out your thoughts, you don't think about it. Actually, it's just as straightforward as it is. There's no biohacking or like, if you were to do that, you can withstand like hot weather or cold weather. Your immune system. It just clears up your thought. Yeah. So have a morning ritual. Yeah. Okay. If you try it on your own, I believe if you were to actually maintain this for a good 7 days, you will start to actually develop the habit. Okay, you'll start to develop that habit of like, you will start to create a system and a habit that will get you out of this addiction, this PMO addiction, and help you to actually go through this to start your semen retention journey. Okay, so all the best, boys. And if you like my channel, you like what I say, okay, please remember to like and subscribe and share. Alright, so till the next time.